SEQUOYA Show, yeah, the SEQUOYA Show. I said, welcome to the SEQUOYA Show, look, the SEQUOYA Show. Okay, welcome to the SEQUOYA Show, yeah, look, SEQUOYA Show. She's the original individual, metaphysical, speaking to her spiritual. Thoughts are way too critical. She creating miracles. Promise she gon' get to you. Only affected by a few. Beginning to her chronicles. Maybe we'll get logical. Logically, she probably tell the truth through honesty. Welcome to the show. Y'all family. Y'all family.
Hey everybody, it's the season finale. I am so excited. By the way, that song was made by my son, Young Apollo Music. He is also on YouNow, so go ahead and follow him, fan him, you know. But I just wanted to welcome everybody here. I am so excited. We made it to the 5th show, the 5th topic for the season, passion and purpose. And we've done a lot here on the show with myself and our guests to bring full force everything we could about passion and purpose within 5 shows. First, we had Emily Wallace, who told us how we can connect our story no matter how hard it was. Well, all our guests said that as far as their story, but Emily showed us that if she could do it, anybody can, because at the young tender age of 11, she was abandoned by her mother, but she is now an author who publishes and prints her own books. She's speaking, she's creating different events about bullying and abuse, and she is more than just a survivor, she is a victor. We had Angel Richards come in, bless us with some great tips and wisdom about intentions, how your intentions connect to your purpose. We also had Nasira Nikisha Michelle come on and tell us how love connects to passion. And then we had Darlene Robinson come in and tell us that how we can get out of the funk when we are down or when people are talking about us or saying negative things about us. And tonight we have a very special guest. Well, it's 2 guests in one. They're called the Motivational Brown Girls. We have Amber J and we have Lily Mae. Lily Mae, she was expected to be on the show tonight as our guest as well, which she will be. She's going to be in the chat room. However, she had surgery on something in her throat. I don't want to say the wrong things, but she will be here. Her presence is still going to be here, and Amber J is going to represent her well. Amber, if you are here, hi Big Mill 1012. Thank you for watching. Hi Darlene. Hi MBG. Hi Tarina Moe-Willis. Amber, if you are here, I cannot see you in the guest room yet. You might have to refresh or come back in and then put yourself in the guest room. It's going to be a little small camera there, and you're going to see that that's where the guests can go. If you have any issues, give me a call. No problem. I'll pull you up and we can still talk about it. But everyone, I just want to thank you for watching. There are people who are watching and who've been joining us on YouTube as well, because we've been live on YouNow and live on YouTube. And I just want to thank everyone for being here and for joining us and for watching. I want to thank everyone who has sent me inboxes, emails, text messages, DMs, just to express how much the show has helped them and how much each guest story and presence has helped them. And tonight we're going to be talking about dreams versus reality. The show topics were put in order for a reason. We had about your story, how your story connects to your purpose for a reason, because so many of us have bad stories that start off rocky, or stories that start off great and then end up rocky, but you still can overcome. Intentions was next, because we want you to know that when you start along your purpose and passion path, you have to make sure you have the right intentions and you surround yourself with those who have the right intentions. And always not to second guess other people's intentions, because maybe they don't have negative intentions for you. They just don't have the intentions that you would like for them to have for you. And then we had the show about love. It came right after intentions, because you have to love yourself. You have to be around the right people who love you. You also have to be around, you have to attract love into your life. And you have to know that you were created and purpose to be loved. And then we had Darlene Robinson again as far as getting out the funk, because let's face it, no matter how great a path we're on, no matter how good we're doing, sometimes there are things that come and happen in our lives that just bring us down. People say different things. And now these ladies, the Motivational Brown Girls, Amber J and Lily Mae, they're going to help us see how their story is so great, because they're two people who have different stories but similar in the same kind of way. And they both have great jobs, great careers, but it was just, something in them that was more passionate about getting out and speaking. They are hosts, they are guests on different shows, they have their own social media pages where they talk about hot topics. And when I say hot topics, they're talking about social conscious topics, not just about things that are going on as far as racial things, but also things that just affect us on a daily basis. Things like being a single parent, being a single father, and various things like that. I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to let them talk about it. Lily Mae is in the chat room. She said, "Good evening. This is Lily Mae, and I'm on chat to support my co-host, Amber." Thank you, Lily Mae, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. And you're on the show, too. You're just on it via chat. Yes, it is the season to be jolly. Some people are probably wondering, why does she have her Christmas tree in the background? That's because my family and we are in the holiday spirit. And usually I end the show around Christmas time, but I was a little bit more intentional. Hi, Michael K. Thank you for joining us. This time I was a little bit more intentional about the show, so it kind of narrowed down to 5 shows, 5 topics. But hey, I mean, it's Thanksgiving and it's Christmas time. So, if you want to put your tree up, put your tree up. We're happy and we got the tree up, and it gives a nice ambience as well. But anyway, let's go back to the topic. I'm going to bring on our guests in a few minutes, but let's go back to the topic, dreams versus reality. Why did I choose this topic? Now, Michael K., he's in the chat room and said, how old are you? Now, a real woman and lady does not tell their age, Michael K. But anyway, okay, dreams versus reality. Dreams versus reality is very important, because a lot of people say that they're not going to pursue their dreams, or they want to pursue their dreams, but they get kind of stumped because the reality in their lives doesn't match the opportunity for them to go ahead and pursue their dreams. But in reality is, let me tell you what the reality is, the real reality. The real reality is that your dreams is supposed to be, they are supposed to be your reality. Your dreams are supposed to be your reality. You should be living each day so much that you make your dreams become your reality. So yes, the show topic is your dreams versus reality. However, it's only a battle and a conflict when you feel as though you can't live out your dreams because your reality is happening. So you make it, you put them against each other. But really, you were given dreams for a reason. When I was younger and going through child abuse situation, the only thing that saved me was my dreams, my imagination. I would take my mind to a different place and imagine myself in a different kind of situation with different parents in a different life. Eventually, those things did come to me. That's the amazing thing about it. I didn't give up hope about it. I felt like I'm thinking about this stuff for a reason. So when we're younger, sometimes people be like, face reality. That's not going to happen. But what they fail to realize is that you weren't given an imagination or given dreams because it's not supposed to happen. You weren't given a desire so strong within you because it's not supposed to happen. It is supposed to happen. I don't know if any of you watched the movie Precious, but it was a really serious movie. But all throughout the movie, what did she do? She kept escaping her reality through her imagination. Why? Because it feels good. It feels like that's where you're supposed to be. She felt that's where she was supposed to be. And it saved her life, just like it saved mine. So do you find yourself sometimes daydreaming about things that you could be doing, or you wish you could, and then you just hate to escape the dream or your imagination so that you can come back to reality? Some people drink and do drugs so much, or they drown themselves in work and they become workaholics because they don't want to face reality. So I'm here to tell you today, and so is Amber J and Lily Mae, that you can live out your dreams. These women are so dynamite. The message that they give out is so dynamite, but they're walking in their purpose. These are things that I mean, I could do it, but I can't do it the way they do it. You know, I'm very passionate about my people. I'm very passionate about people, period. I'm very passionate about many things, but my true passion is about helping other people get past hurt and pain so that they can live and walk in their own purpose. Their passion is to educate people, is to bring up awareness about certain things, is to help you not be a bully, is to help you be a better father, is to help you be a better mother, help you be a better person. And they do it like nobody else can do it. Their stuff just took off out of nowhere. And now let me see, I still don't see Amber J in the guest room. Let me see. Amber, did you call me? Let's see. Because I have it on silent. Because some people like to call while I'm doing the show. So I have to put it on silent. But Amber J, if you're watching, you can either refresh your screen, go in and come back out, or try to get in connected in it should be like 3 tabs at the top on your right hand side. It should say chat, audience, and guests. You will go into the guest. That's what I'm seeing anyway. You will go into the guest section and you would put yourself in as a guest. Request to be a guest. And I'll see you in the queue. Also, before I bring Amber J on and Lily Mae is in the chat room, I want to let you know that if you're watching YouTube and you would like to chat with us, all you have to do is log on to www.younow, that's younow.com/New Life, NEWLYFETV. That's younow.com/New Life TV. And I can see and chat with you in the chat room. Also, like. If you are enjoying what you're hearing, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, if you love the show, if you love the topic, if you love the whole theme, if you love the guests, if you love the conversation in the chat room, you can like as many times as you want. This is not Facebook. This is not Instagram. You can click that like button, that finger, that thumbs up as many times as possible. We love likes. Also, you can share the show. You have the little share option there. You can share it to any of your social media. Thank you, Big Mill, for becoming a fan. I really appreciate it. Also, there is a button there that's like a little play button, and there's a circle around it. If you like something that's being said, you can capture that moment, and it'll show who captured the moment. I can share it all over social media. You can share it all over social media. It'll be right here. In the discussions tab, you'll see information about all of our guests. I have to add Darlene's in there, and I will add Motivational Brown Girls information in there too. Okay, Amber, I see you. Great. I will add how you can connect with them on social media or via email. We're going to be giving giveaways away today. I'm going to offer you a few of my ebooks. You're going to email me at newlifecoaching@gmail.com. That's NEWLYFE coaching@gmail.com. I have a book called Girl Power. I have a book called The Fight of My Life, Memoirs of a Child Abuse Victim. I have a book called The Fight Continues, Sagas of a Foster Child. I have a book called Hope and Despair and Perceptions, and a book called So You Want to Write a Book. So if you want all of the books, just send me an email to newlifecoaching, that's life with the Y, @gmail.com. If there's a specific one that I mentioned that you'd like, put that in there. I also have a coaching package that I'm offering for free. It's called 5 Weeks to Winning. So if you want that free coaching package, just send me an email and say coaching package, and I'll be glad to send it to you just for joining us on this show. All right, without further ado, I am going to bring on Amber J of the Motivational Brown Girls. Hi, Amber.
Hey, how you doing?
Thank you for joining us. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good. Can you tell us a little bit about Motivational Brown Girls?
Let me try to adjust this thing. Sorry for the earlier delay, but I was trying to figure everything out.
Oh, it's okay. You're good.
There we go. All right. Motivational Brown Girls was pretty much involved. Well, first of all, let me back up.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say thank you for having us on, even though Lily Mae isn't able to speak right now. But shout outs to Lily Mae and those who are checking in, especially live on my Facebook feed. They'll watch me just talk to you. And I told them to get an account and join.
Yes.
So, without further ado, I'll go in as far as what a Motivational Brown Girls is. We pretty much came up with this concept back in July of this year, during when it was heavy shootings going on between Austin Sterling and Philando Castile.
Mm-hmm.
So we both came together and we were like, something got to be done. We both were just troubled by it. And at first it was supposed to be a hobby, and I'll tell you, for me, it was supposed to be a hobby.
Right.
But Lily Mae, she likes to just take ideas and run with it. Mm-hmm. So she's like writing strategic plans, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? So next thing you know, we're doing forums on Facebook. We're reaching out, and while we're just doing forums and just talking about different issues, we asked ourselves, what is this about? So pretty much it's a platform to motivate, educate, and inspire young adults to older adults in the 21st century about everything. Mm-hmm. Relationships, religion, social consciousness, as you said, government, just everything that pretty much our background describes that a lot of people either don't know or just took it at face value and just ran with it, not really educated enough on it to benefit them. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what we both are. We both want to help people, because that's just pretty much what God put in us. So once that was put in us and we connected, it just took off from there.
That's right. And so everybody, I want you to know that usually with my guests, I handpick them and I call them prior to, so that we can have a regular normal conversation, so they can get to know me a little bit more and I can get to know them. And Lily Mae said ditto. And so I called and I spoke with Amber J and Lily Mae together, and they were so down to earth. They were so down to earth that Amber J said to me, "Can we curse?" Not that she wanted to fire off with her mouth with cuss words, but they become so passionate about what they do and what they're saying that they just want people to get it. And I just love that, because that lets me know that they're going to be real. So the reason why I have Amber J and Lily Mae on the show tonight is because when Amber J and I worked together, so she was speaking to me about the show. I didn't know she did a show. She didn't know that I did a show. And then when she was telling me about what it was that they did, she was just so passionate about it. I was like, I have to have you on the show. And you just never know. Every day we meet different people. And we think that they are just set in this way. Because she said to me, I just thought you was just this one way. You was just going to do this. I didn't know it was more to you. And I didn't know it was more to her either. But it's just like it's more to you who's watching than just what you do every day. I was so blown away by how she said they started as a hobby. And then Lily Mae just took off with it. And Amber was like, wait a minute, what's going on? This is moving so fast. Could you tell us, Amber, how did that feel? Even though it's amazing how you could connect with people, because when you're passionate about something and you're thinking about things, you kind of draw those people towards you, because you and Lily Mae didn't know each other that well either at first. And
no, we didn't.
Yeah, so how about we start there? Y'all met, we don't got to really go into that. Y'all met through a mutual person. And
actually, it was further than that. She actually met her at an event that my chapter was participating at that time, and the person that she was working with is a frat brother of mine. So she was down at one lane, and she comes down there and she sees us. She's like, "Oh, y'all turned." And, we became Facebook friends, but no conversation until she actually reached out and asked for a favor to help her friend out, who happened to work with us as well. And I was like, okay, like that. And then after that, we were just talking back and forth, just general conversation. And then that's when we started talking about the shootings and everything, because I was actually just on my own,
right,
was out information about the shootings and different things like that. And so that's where the passion came from, and not knowing that she's always wanted to do a show or a radio show, but as she would tell me, people thought her ideas was crazy. And she thanked me for not even turning her ideas away or just shooting them down. I'm like, no idea is crazy. You just have to have a plan with it.
Say that again.
No idea is crazy. You just have to have a plan with it.
That's right. See, because some of you out there, you feel people are telling you some negative things about your idea. Like, please, you can't do that. Look where we live. Look where we come from. Who do you think you are that you could do this stuff? Or you might be even doubting yourself. But no idea, like Amber J said, is crazy. You just have to have a plan for it. And Lily Mays in the chat room said, but where 2 or 3 are gathered, he will bless and build. That is correct. Everything that you have an accompaniment with, somebody agree with you. It just takes one person to agree. Adam, I'm PAQT. Thank you for joining us. He said word. So, when you have somebody that you could connect with, it's just so funny, like how God connects you with people that, once you get activated in what you want to do, you get connected. These 2 women didn't know each other, and they just got connected. Amber J, so Lily Mae and you clearly have 2 different personalities.
Yes.
2 different personalities.
Yes.
You're the calm, she's the storm, and y'all both water the earth.
Yes. Yes. That's very true.
How did it feel to you? Like, of course you felt like it was a hobby for you, but then it took off running. Like, how did it feel? What was that feeling like for you? Because somebody is feeling scared right now to just take off running. Somebody's feeling scared to activate or even tell anybody that they have an idea.
Well, prior to everything kicking off with Motivational Brown Girls, I had already prayed to God that hey, I'm going to let you lead. Whatever direction it is, I'm going to go with it. I don't know why I prayed that, but I did. So as soon as I prayed that, these things started happening. So I'm like, wait, I wasn't expecting it that fast. So it was pulling me out of my comfort zone, because I say it like this. If you ask God something like that, it's a purpose behind it, really. And in order for him to move you, he's got to get you uncomfortable. I mean, you can't stay in a comfortable place and do big things, because things come your way where you have to deal with people's personalities, people not agreeing with you, stuff like that. So as she was sitting down and doing the strategic plan, like how we want to formulate the show and everything, I'm like, okay, cool, I don't mind doing Facebook Live, that's cool. But then when we start getting the calls of, we going on a radio show that it can be heard worldwide, I'm like, wait a minute, let's talk about this. Hold up, like, can we just pause? But it's kind of like it was very uncomfortable, but at the same time, I was comfortable with the move that was being made. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yes.
Like, I was uncomfortable because my bubble was being shaken, but okay, I like the direction it's going at the same time. And if I had stayed where I was months ago, I would never be on radio shows. I wouldn't be on SEQUOYA Show and different things like that. I wouldn't have people reaching out to me and Lily Mae, hey, y'all shows are great. Y'all really talking about stuff that nobody else is talking about. And it's humbling, because for me, I just didn't expect it, because I'm just so laid back. I kind of just do the background thing. But to be on the forefront is very humbling, because I'm like, okay, I just got to just kind of breathe and then just kind of run. Like, it's like kind of like you hear like a scary noise in the house and you see that door open, you like, all right, in 3 seconds, I'm just going to shoot out the door, and that's what I do.
Yeah. But you know what? That's amazing that you said that, because I was just having a conversation and I was telling somebody that sometimes you just got to go. You just got to do it, and you might be afraid, you might be tired, you might feel like you're not motivated, but when you have that burning desire, you can't stop thinking about it. It's like I want to do this. Like you said I was nervous, but you had a peace at the same time, because it was something that you really loved doing, but you kind of in the back. Big Mill 1012 said, Amber J calm, that fell out. And
I am chill. He know I'm chill.
no, I know it too. I would never guess, that you would be in front of a camera, So I don't care if it was a phone camera, a video camera, a laptop camera, a TV camera. I would never guess that because you are really laid back. And Lily Mae said, we trusted one another because God was in the midst. Adam, IMPAQT, said life doesn't move forward inside your comfort zone. That's great that you said that, Adam, because that was another point that I wanted to talk about. Because you said, Amber, it was outside of your comfort zone.
Yes,
so it kind of shook things up for you. And there's somebody out there right now who's feeling like you don't like to be taken out your comfort zone. But if you're feeling like there's some things that you have a dream about and that you want to do and you have goals and visions, you better try to start moving out your comfort zone, because if not, then you're going to be pushed out your comfort zone. And then that's going to be a whole nother story. What you think about that?
It'll be forced.
Yeah.
I've always seen the end result of things in my life. Like, for instance, I've always seen that I would be on somebody's stage or be in front of a crowd, and I've always been told or prophesied to that, prepare because you're going to be in front of people. Yes. And I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. But when this popped off, I was like, well, dang, they right. I wasn't expecting this. Yeah. But again, it was a force. It's like, okay, you've been sitting too long. And when you're forced to move out of your comfort zone, it's just, you can't really exit no way and you just can't move it like left or right. You got to go straight forward. It forces you to go straight forward. And after a while, you're like, okay, I'm just going to have to trust this move. Especially if you have faith in whatever you believe in. You just have to trust the move that you're going.
Yeah.
Being that it's guided by God, and me and Lily Mae both believe, if it wasn't guided, it'll be all over the place. It's just amazing how things line up the way it does. And for us, we didn't come off with, we need $50, $100, $200. We never came off on greed. It was never like that. It was a genuine interest from the heart. And I've always believed this: when you do for the purpose of God, or when you do from the heart, the money will follow. I've always believed that. That's
right. And I'm glad you said that, because some people don't have a relationship with God. Some people believe in different things and different creators, Some people, because of life circumstances, they just feel like, God is not on their side. And this is not a religious show, but at the same time, a lot of people, you got to know that you were created by a creator. And just like we create different things ourselves and it has a purpose, your creator, whoever you believe in, created you with a purpose.
Right.
And what you have inside of you was part of your plan, the creative plan for your life. So that burning desire, even when you're feeling like you're working at Walmart or you're working at, and there's nothing wrong with working at Walmart, but let's say it's something that you just feel like you want more out of life from. You don't want to be in this certain situation and you feel like you can't focus on that now. I want you to understand that that desire, that dream, that goal, that vision, that passion that you have is the blueprint to your success and your happiness. What you feel about that, Amber?
I agree with that. As human beings, we naturally want to see the path before so we can automatically take detours and go a roundabout way, but we never know the path.
That's right.
We just see the end result. We'll have an idea or a plan or a goal, a dream, and we see the end result like, oh yeah, that's tight. That's I can't wait to get there. Yes. But the journey is like, I got to go through all this just to get there. I might as well not even do it. But would you rather see your road and just give up on it, or would you rather just kind of go and deal as it comes, knowing the end result?
Because I tell you, if I would have seen what I had to go through to get somewhere, I would be here. I'd be like, oh no, yeah, I want that, but why do I got to go through that to get that? So Elliot S is in the chat room. He says purpose is a birthing process. Look, let me tell you something, Elliot. That is my thing. I'm all about birthing. It's a birthing. Everything, it comes into conception. There's labor. There's all kinds of stuff. So I'm in agreement with you. Big Mill 1012 said, "Preach, girl. I'm loving this. Thank you. I'm glad, Mr. Mills, that you are here and you're enjoying it." So now, some people feel like because of their past and their story, they can't move forward. Or if because of their education, they lack education or they lack a certain experience, they can't move forward. But you have a story, Amber. You have different things that you've gone through and different things that you want. Because I just told you today, I was like, you need to be, I know yesterday, I said, you need to be teaching this stuff in like a university or something.
Yeah.
You know, because your knowledge and your wisdom on certain topics is just amazing. And you didn't go to school specifically for those things, but you just love it so much that you teach yourself, which means it is an education. A lot of people don't get that. But you have a story, too, that could have crippled you, but you chose something different. Could you say something to motivate somebody in the audience right now who might have some kind of crippling experience or situation in their lives that they've gone through and they just feel like they are no one, they have no self-worth, their self-esteem is low, but they do have dreams, but they just don't think that they're worthy enough of accomplishing it?
Ooh.
Come on, it's in you.
Wow. You are the perfect story to somebody. Mm-hmm. Whatever you've been through, whatever you went through, you are the perfect story for somebody else. Your strength is, you can't compare your strength to somebody else's. That's what you may go through, somebody may have experienced the same situation or maybe a level of extreme to it and may not know how to deal or get over. But being that you overcame, mm-hmm. and you're still dealing maybe with issues of that pain, of that past, but you have overcome and you're walking, learning it. It's a part of who you are, but you're using it for positivity. Mm-hmm. That is a testimony to somebody else.
Yes.
So if a person sees that out of somebody else, they're like, okay, well, if they can dust their knees off and keep pushing and don't let this thing cripple them, then I can do the same thing. Mm-hmm. If you're motivating, everybody is a walking story for somebody else.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Big Mill 1012 said, God teach you through the journey. That's why he don't want you to see the end result first. But if you keep the faith, you feel the breakthrough coming. Adam, I'm Adam. If I'm tearing this name up, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if I'm tearing it up. But I got Adam, so I'm gonna call you Adam. Adam say yes. And you know what? You're right, because Lily Mae said she will teach. I have been trying to recruit her for a while. I told her
I am not teaching them trying.
Thank you, Adam, for saying this. Adam is fine. But I told her yesterday, Lily Mae, I said, I'm going to talk to Lily Mae. But, you know, what you said is you are the perfect story for someone. That is so true, because you have to decide. You have to make up in your mind and decide that you are going to use your story for something positive and not let it keep you stuck where you were hurt at. Yep. Some people, you know, I always say this, they were hurt in 1967 and we are in 2016 going into 2017, but they are still in 1967 because they just can't get past that hurt. So right. And it's okay that you feel like the person was wrong, but at some point, and if you don't know how to forgive, go back and listen to the other shows that we had on YouTube /Sequoia Willis. You will see how you can forgive too, because you have to at some point forgive them for yourself, and you have to take that story and turn it around, because somebody else is going to be hurting and not going to know how to get out of that same or similar situation. All right, so Amber. So now I want to bring it forward to the future, to the present, rather.
Okay.
Elliot said, pain is contractions. Yes. Lily Mae says she loves my students just like I do, and she turns my attention away from the bureaucracy. I almost got tongue-tied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elliot, you're right. Pain is contractions. That is because you're about to give birth to something, depending on if you allow yourself to be distracted or not. Now, if that pain comes and you allow yourself to become distracted and you stay stuck in the pain and then you run away, then it doesn't become a contraction. When a contraction means that something is squeezing for you to be pushing something out. If you're in childbirth, if you're having childbirth and labor pain, you have a contraction. That means that you inside of you is contracting, where it's going to squeeze something out and push something out of you. But in childbirth, you can't run away from those contractions. You're going to have that baby whether you like it or not.
Right.
But with your passion and your purpose, the thing is that God gave us a choice. You have a choice. So if you choose to run away, you're not going to push nothing out. You're going to go through that pain for nothing. All right, so let's bring, because I can go on this. I ain't no cold preacher, but okay. Anyway, let's bring it present, because we have some people that is saying, I have bills that I have to pay. I have a family that I have to take care of. I have to maintain this job. I don't have time afterwards to do what it is that I'm dreaming about doing. I have this husband or wife at home that does not support my dream or understand it. And it's not that they bad people. It's just that right now they're focused on what we have to pay as well. I have all of this stuff going on. My reality says that I don't have time to look at my dreams. I don't have time to hear what y'all saying. And it might have worked for you, but I don't see that working for me. What would you say to those people?
Ooh, girl, you asking these tough questions.
I do ask you tough questions now, but you can answer them.
What you see is not what you see.
Talk about asking tough questions. That's the deep answer.
What you see is not what you see. I mean, I see things in different perspectives. So yeah, in a natural sense, you got bills and everything to maintain, and a husband or wife to maintain, and kids and all of that. And it seems like it's not enough hours in the day. Mm-hmm. But that early morning when everybody's asleep, that's your time. A little bit at night when everybody's asleep, that's your time.
Yes, ma'am.
There's always an opportunity to write something down or to begin something. Even throughout the day, if you have a pause, jot something down on your phone. Mm-hmm. It's there's no such thing as being too busy, because there's moments where in life or your day rather, stuff is at a pause. It might be like a second or two or three, but stuff is always at a pause. You think of something, pull your phone out, type it up, and then keep on going. Yeah. But that early morning and that late night, when everybody is resting, those two resting, you're the only one up. You're like, okay, I'm done with my day, or let me breathe before I start my day. That's your time. Always make time for you, because before the husband, wife, kids, job, all of that, it was you.
That's right.
Get about you. Balance you first, because if you're unbalanced, everything else in your life will be chaotic.
Absolutely, girl. You was acting like you was gonna have a hard time with that question. You gave an answer that nobody was expecting. Now, Lily Mae said, your job is what you do. Your passion is who you are. Bing. And then she also said, make time for what makes you happy. So she's agreeing with you, because happiness is not in the material, it's in the heart. And that is so true. And, some people ask me all the time, Amber, how do you do all of this stuff? How you making flyers? How you pushing these flyers out? How you writing books? How you doing a show? How you taking care of the kids? How you putting up a tree? How you doing all of this stuff? It's because I do what you say. In them late nights, see, the early mornings is not gonna work for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to. But now I got a Tropical Quest, so it doesn't work for me. I got to get them up and ready. But in the night, when everybody's sleeping or I'm just having my time, I'm working from my phone. My phone is usually my office for me. And when I pull up to work and I'm a little early, I'm working there. During lunch, when I could go to my car, I was working there. I built the whole website on my lunch break. And, so you're right. It's those times. And also, you have to make time for you. So like Lily Mae said, your passion is who you are. So if it's who you are, you have to make time for you.
Right.
It's more than just getting your nails done, getting your hair done, going to get that shape up, going to work out. It's that too, because you got to keep yourself up. But at the same time, you have to feed your passion too. So you got to do it little by little. And because you're just starting out, you're going to have to eat the baby food. You're going to have to do it in little baby increments, because right now you can't take off running because you don't know how to anyway. So
if you think about it, just because I'm a believer, if you think about every major character, whether it was a prophet, a king, judge, or somebody that was supposed to do a great big service for the people, for the world, every last one of them went through something. I mean, David hid for many, many years.
Yep.
But during his hiding, an army was being created.
Yep.
So it's like you're always birthing something, or you're always going to go through something to shape who you're supposed to be for that particular purpose.
That's right. Now, usually, a lot of people say that you are like your mother or your father. Those are who we say, I have similarities like my mother or my father. Whoever is your mother or your father, because personally, I feel like I have a lot of similarities from my mom, who's my spiritual mom. But I also have those biological similarities too. So it's just like your creator. You're going to have similarities. He's a creator. So you're going to be a creator.
Yep.
It goes through your bloodline. So Big Milton 12 said, my girl Amber, bringing it in. And then he said, that's what you were doing on your lunch break. Tom Wilson.
See, you got too many snitches on the joint. You got too many snitches.
Well, we said before this job. But anyway, so with that being said, you have to make time to feed your passion. Your passion is you might have many passions, and it all connects to your purpose. I'm moving my hands, but people can't see it. It all connects to your purpose. So, okay, we are at 8:43. This is good. I could continue this conversation. Let me see. Big Miss said, I'm not going to tell Steven. I'm not going to tell Steven.
Ah, that's Steven. I'll tell you about that later.
So we brought home what to do with your past. We brought home what to do with your present reality. Tell us what it means to birth your dreams into reality. What does that mean to you, that saying?
Oh man, it means that what it's a cliche statement, but what God has for you is for you. I know it's cliche, but that's what it is. When you birth something, you're going to get a lot of what ifs from other people, a lot of distractions. You're going to get I don't know about all that, and all this. You're going to get a slew of negativity, which is a distraction. For you to be like, you know what, forget it. I'm not going to do it. But no, you keep pushing through all that, because the same folk that wanted to just knock you down in the beginning of it all, when it becomes this great, glorious thing,
right?
They're like, oh, I know her. Hey, girl, what's up? Wait a minute, player. I know what you said, when you said it, how you said it. Bye. It's cool. Hi, how you doing? But you at an arm's length. So never stop the birthing process of anything. Keep it going, because distractions come to you for a reason. They're coming to you because what comes out of you is a purpose behind it, and the enemy don't want what's coming out you because he knows. So keep going.
That's right.
Keep going, because it's going to save somebody's life, save your life possibly, change some things, get people on track. You just don't know who it may touch. Yeah. I mean, the show, so far with me and Lily Mae, a lot of people have said, oh, I didn't know I was going through this, or we were talking about anxiety, mental illness, and unemployment, how does it affect your mental psyche, just different things like that. And I share my experience of my anxieties because due to watching domestic violence in my household. So now I don't do the whole loud noise thing.
Right.
And a lot of people were like, oh, I thought I was the only one. Wow. It's great to know that somebody, understands. and when you seem like you by yourself in a certain situation, a lot of people just kind of like, well, I don't know, I don't experience that. You don't never tell anybody, I don't know, you don't experience it, because somebody has experienced something to where they can share.
Absolutely. And so you've gone through, and I'm going to, because Adam asked a great question and Lily Mae commented, but before I go to the question, which I will, Adam, so you said, because I know I've experienced what you said, like, you know, people got stuff to say all the time, or they give up hope in you and stuff. What's some of the things that you heard or experienced, if you feel like disclosing?
Oh, man.
On your journey of start. And I want everybody in the audience, when you hear it, I don't want you to look at it as, what, she went through that. I want you to see how it can relate to you, because when you start this journey called your purpose walk, and when you start feeding your passion and activating in your passion, you get a lot of naysayers and haters and stuff like that. So I want you to take it in a personal sense. I don't want you to look at it to be nosy. Okay, go ahead, Amber.
In my experience so far in life, I've had people who just didn't like me just because and didn't even know me. I've had people who befriended me and stabbed me in the back several times. I've had people, who say they was going to be there or say they were going to be helpful, and then turn around and be against me. I've had people say, "Oh, I'm gonna be right beside you, helping you out," and I'll take you for your word. Right. But you end up being my enemy, and you're pulling against me. Yeah. When you just said you was gonna help me. I've had, oh my goodness, I've had the "you ain't shit" said to me. You just like your daddy. I've had that. Oh man, it's been a lot, and I mean it does hurt, and you do sit back, and it doesn't take effect, right? But I had to snap out because I'm like I'm Amber J. I'm me. I'm not like my father. I may have my father's different tendencies, you know, with his anger and everything, but I'm not him. Right. You know, I'm better than what y'all perceive to me. You may see my mother and remember whatever from her, but I'm not her. You may see my father, but I'm not her. I mean, I'm not him. But, you know, I've had a lot. I've had, you know, oh, you're not called to do so-and-so and so. I've had all of that. And I'm just kind of like, okay. But in the same token, it's amazing to me because the same people that spoke against me, they all went downhill for some odd reason. Something happened to them. Or they ended up having to come to me for help. So it's one of those sayings that, you know, watch who you talk crazy to, or watch what you say to people, because they may be saying folk that you may need help from. Right. It was like that. That ended up happening. So it was kind of like they had to come back around and face me because they did me wrong. And it wasn't out of me, because I'll get hurt, have my days, and get over it and move on. And then when I see you again, I'll be cordial, but I remember. But then it'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry I said this, that, and there. I'm so sorry I did this. I was in a bad place, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. You know. I'm done with you, but okay. That's right. Okay. But you're right. So what I heard you say, right, is that, because it was really deep, because I just picked up on something, and I just picked it up just now. When you don't feed into what other people think or say about you, and you start to focus on who you really are and whose you really are and what you're supposed to be doing and your passion, you turn your life around in such a way that those people, they're still where they were at, and they're still down, and then they looking at you where before they thought you was scum. But because you focused on something else and chose not to focus on them and let that drag you down, now they know, now they looking to you for help. Right. And now you're in the perfect position, because now we might not, at certain times when we getting started, we might not completely let it go, but we're not full of hate. Right. So our purpose and our passion puts us in a position where we help those people.
They become our first
Right.
clients, our audience, our, stuff like that. And it's only because we allowed ourselves to break free from that where we was able to be lifted to a different platform to be able to help. Well, you didn't.
It's like a test. It's like somebody does you wrong, and then you get mad. You want to lash out and all stuff, but after a while you're like, you know what, whatever. And then they come back around, and it's kind of like, oh, so you need help from me, or oh, you want to say your piece, but excuse me, it's like, do I be petty at this moment, or do I just say, I done forgave you a long time ago, I'm good?
Because you got to check your intentions now.
Right. So it puts you in a place where you get tested where, okay, I could be petty right now and just go in, or just, okay, it's fine, and we move on.
So for anybody who's watching who is afraid of what people might say, who are already hearing negative things or experiencing doubt from within or from outside, this is some great advice for you. Don't focus on all of that. Focus on that burning desire that's in you. Focus on moving and activating. Because eventually, those people are going to see you in another light. Because they ain't going to have no choice but to. All right, let's go to our chat room. Because I wanted to address that question, but let me just read. Lily Mae said, my anxiety is due to losing my father at the age of 18. After I thought he was Superman and would live forever. I know a few people that went through that. You lose somebody. Sometimes it's hard to connect to people because you done lost somebody who you were so well connected with, who was your everything, and then you lose them, and then now you're expected to connect with other people. That's hard, and that's an anxiety too. And I went through that too because I had that separation of not having parents. You burnt your birth to parents, but then they're not good parents, and it's like I can't trust nobody now. So I had that kind of anxiety, and I had to push past that. Okay, Darlene said, I can definitely relate to all of that, what you said, Amber. Yes, we all have our own personal gifts. Amen. How you treat someone today will come back on you tomorrow. Our goal is to be better than what someone else thinks of you. That hit the nail on the head. Thanks, Darlene. Don't ever give into the negative talk. Always know you are better than what someone else says. So those are all great points. Y'all all should be guests on the show too right now. Now I want to go back to, because this is key. Adam said, what would you say to someone who is still looking for their passion? Now, Lily Mae said, Adam, don't look for your passion. Your passion is within you. It's what you cannot stop thinking about or dreaming about. Now, of course, I have something to say about it too, but you're the special guest on the show, Amber. So I want you to go ahead if you want to go ahead and follow or piggyback off of that.
I agree with Lily Mae, of course, but to add to that, as she said, it's within you. If you find yourself doing something in particular and you get happy, excited about it, as you would tell me, Sequoia, it's amazing how you know these dates. If it's something that is just, it comes in memory and it stays in memory and you can just spit it back with no problems, that's your passion. That's what's in you. If you're looking, you're going to constantly look to feel something that no item, no nothing can feel. But if it's something that's there, like for instance, if you like to draw and you just keep drawing, you draw particular things in a particular way, you're supposed to be putting your stuff out in Richmond or wherever somewhere.
Absolutely.
Displaying your stuff. That's what's in you. That's your passion. So don't just keep looking, because you look everywhere, but in front of you, it's pretty much the mirror. You'll be looking left, right, up, down, but you got to stare in the mirror and stare at yourself and just think, okay, what is it that's always hitting me and that I'm always excited about? That's your passion.
That's right. And you know what's amazing, Adam? The very first show that I had a guest ask that. And at that time, I knew that I was supposed to be walking in purpose. And I just found that I just kind of like started connecting to the term walking your purpose and your passion. And I was doing a lot of research, learning about passion and purpose. For some reason, I was drawn to it. But when the guest asked it, I told him, I said, well, he said, what's the difference between passion and purpose? You asked, what would you say to someone who's still looking for their passion? Today, I can kind of touch on both of those. Before, I couldn't because I was still researching it. And my show wasn't really just about passion and purpose. For a long time, there were so many things that I loved to do. I love to dance. I love to create things. I love to talk. I love to write. I love to help people. I was passionate about those things. These are things that people would say, girl, stop. You're being too nice. Stop helping everybody. But I couldn't help it. I didn't feel hurt. Even if they was using me sometimes, I didn't feel hurt. I couldn't notice it. But, you know, I learned some things throughout the years as far as being used. But these are things that I love to do. Okay, I can talk somebody's ear off their head. I'm learning to listen now. But those were my passion. And so my passion, so you can have more than one passion. You can be passionate about more than one thing. You can be passionate about love. You can be passionate about your family. So then there's this thing of where people say, you know, you got to try to find your purpose. It's really not hard. Really, all you have to do is just activate in your passions. I don't care if it's 15 million of them. Sometimes you might have to focus on one at a time. Mm-hmm. But what begins to happen is those passions start to connect and you realize what your purpose is. So in everything I did, when I danced, I wanted to dance to music and themes and stuff that kind of drove home a point. Mm-hmm. When I wrote, I wanted to write to help people in some kind of way. Anything I did was to try to help people who were hurt. Well, I had people in my dance group, we were all suffering from something, lost or whatever, but it made us feel good to dance. Right. You know, so I realized that my purpose was to help people who were hurt to walk in their passion and to seek out and live out their purpose. So it just comes to you out of nowhere, but you have to stay activated in your passions to do it. Some people say, I can't find time to do this. It could be a hobby at first, but you love doing it. It takes your mind off of everything. You could be so messed up in life, and then you start doing this one thing, and before you know it, hours done pass by, and you didn't think about what you was soaking over. You just was so head in to what you were doing. Right. Okay. So let's see. Thank you, Big Mill, for becoming a fan. Lily Mae said, I agree, Sequoia. Not being able to talk is teaching me humility and active listening.
Amen. 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 Amen.
Look, Lily Mae, my hat's off to you because, see, it was one of those things where I didn't have to be pushed into it.
Amen.
I said, okay, I better start practicing some listening now. I still got some work to do, but I'm working on it. But I agree with you. And Darlene said, why do you feel you were put on this earth? You can answer that. You will find your purpose. If you can answer that. Okay, so she said, why do you feel you were put on this earth? If you can answer that, then you will find your purpose. That was great. Mm-hmm. That was good too.
Yes.
Because people have different ways of finding their purpose. What you got to say, Amber? Okay. Oh, we got 1 minute. So this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
This is what I'm going to do. I want you to take 20 seconds to talk to somebody right now, encourage them by what's on your heart to say. And then within those 20 seconds, after those 20 seconds, I want you to tell people how they can contact and connect with the Motivational Brown Girls.
Oh, boy. Oh, in 20 seconds? Okay.
It might take more than 20 seconds, but just know we got 1 minute.
Okay. You can follow us on Instagram, motivational_brown_girls with a Y and a Z on Instagram. Oh, we on Facebook, Motivational Brown Girls page. Like it. We both got Twitter, _0716.
And we got it in the discussions tab too. Sorry about it.
What I can say to anybody, as crazy as this world is going right now, you're here on this earth for a reason. Don't let what's going on distract you, deter you from what is in you to bring out to the world. It's a purpose for everything. God has a purpose for you. Keep pushing. Put the naysayers to the side and look at the overall goal. It's all about you and nobody else.
I love it. And Amber,
don't let what's going on.
Lily Mae just put in the chat room
all the stuff,
the information and stuff like that. Thank you, Adam, for becoming a fan. I'm going to also put it in. I have to put Darlene's in there, too. And Motivational Brown Girls information, how you can connect with them in the discussion tab on You Now. Amber and Lily Mae, Motivational Brown Girls, thank you so much. It's not enough time sometimes when you're having a good conversation, but I will have to have y'all on again, and I hope that you will be not booked on that day, because I know y'all booked, honey. But thank you
for having us. Thank you for having us, and shout out to everybody that was on my Facebook Live. They're watching, they're commenting as well. One person just said that I spoke to them about doing their art and paintings. I guess they were sitting dormant on that thing. So put it out. Somebody gonna buy it.
Somebody gonna buy it. Put it out there, and then be a guest on this show. No, I'm just playing. I'm serious. No. All right. Thank you, Amber J. Thank you, Lily Mae. Motivational Brown Girls, you rock, and we'll have you on again. I appreciate you being here. And y'all have a happy rest of the year, holidays, and New Year.
Same to you. Same to you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
That was the Motivational Brown Girls. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for the season finale. And I think it was awesome. I had the best guests for the season finale. I had the best guests for the entire season. Everybody was right on point with everything they said. I know we're going a little bit over. I just want to thank everyone for watching, for commenting, for being a special guest here. Lily Mae said, watch all of our forums and broadcast on our YouTube channel, Motivational Brown Girls. I just want to express my love. I hope that this season of Passion and Purpose has helped so many people. If you missed the previous shows, there were 5. If you missed 1 through 4, you can watch it on YouTube. It's youtube.com/Sequoia Willis, and that's spelled SEQUOYAWILLIS. I know it's long, but it's my name, and I love it. But you can watch it there. You can connect with me on Facebook.com/New Life with a Y Coaching, NEWLYFECOACHING. I am on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google Plus at Sequoia Willis. That's at SEQUOYAWILLIS. My website was being rebranded. It is almost done. Please stay connected with me on social media. I'll be doing some off-season things here on You Now too, but stay connected with me so that you can know when the website comes out. Also, for your free books, I have a girl empowerment book called Girl Power, Unleashing Her Power Within. I'm getting ready to put out a book called Perceptions, but you can get it fresh and first before I even put it out for sale. It's about how you think, how to train your thinking. I have a book about how to write a book. I also have a book that's coming out called Hope and Despair, about 2 little girls who go through similar situations, but how they chose different paths and what the outcome would be. If you are interested in all of those books, or 1 or 2 of those books, all you have to do is send me an email and put Sequoia Show free ebook. And you're going to send that email to newlifewiththeY@gmail.com. That's NEWLYFECOACHING@gmail.com. Also, I have a free coaching package that I'm giving away. You can send it to that same email address, 5 weeks to winning. So if you want to win and you want to find those 5 steps that you can keep practicing over and over again, send me an email. I'm more than happy to send it to you, and I'll add you to my email list too, so that you can stay afloat on everything that we're doing. Again, thank you so much for joining us this season. I wish you all a blessed new year, and please don't focus on, like Amber J said, on anything else or any distractions except for what you were put here to do, and go for it. That don't mean you got to be a preacher. It don't mean you got to be a mother. It don't mean you got to be a singer. Whatever it is you want to do. If you want to play hopscotch for the rest of your life, play hopscotch for the rest of your life. But whatever it is that you want to do it. Focus on that. Because like Lily Mae said, your passion and your purpose is who you are. I love you guys. I'm going to end with Lynn's I love you heart. And I want you to have a great night.
Thank you, Sequoia. Hi, everyone. Love, laughter, and happiness is healing to our bodies. So let's all be in agreement with this healing. Although you may not be feeling well, you may be on medicine, or you may have some pain, let's be in agreement. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. Sit up straight. Take 2 deep breaths. Put your hand over your heart and repeat after me. I am in perfect health. And all my needs are being met at every moment. I love you, my heart. You work so hard for me. Even when I am asleep, blood is flowing peacefully through my body. I promise to take good care of you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you, my heart. Say these words to yourself every day and see your health being transformed. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, and thank you again. And make sure you connect so you can stay informed on what I'm doing next.